Predict the World Cup and win $1 million. For the 2022 World Cup, Opta are offering fans around the world a chance to win $1 million. Simply predict where each team will finish in the group stages, along with the winner of each knockout fixture and overall winners to land a prize. Click the link below to play the Opta 1 million game. Subscribe to DR Sports for the inside track on how to win the 1 million. Hi and welcome along to DR Sports. We are giving you a rundown of all the groups in the World Cup, and we are now on Group D. Group D, of course, which contains the holders of the World Cup, the current holders of the World Cup: France, Australia, Denmark and Tunisia. Joining me, the knowledge himself, to give us a rundown of all of these teams and also to tell us how you can win $1 million in the Opta Predict the World Cup competition. How do they go about doing that, Duncan?
It's pretty simple. You sign up to the Opta Million and you just have to predict all 8 groups and then all the knockout games, including the winner. Get them all right. There's $1 million for you.
Easy. All you got to do to find out more, subscribe here to DR Sports or click the link in the description and you can get all the information on how to win that $1 million. And it is free to enter. Unlike the World Cup, you've got to go through a lot of winning stages and stuff like that to get there. Unless you're France, of course, the holders.
But being holders doesn't help you these days.
Yeah.
Brazil were the last holders to retain it in 1962 from 58.
In 1962, is that the last team that retained it? Was that far back?
Yeah, just doesn't happen. And in
Wow.
fact, the holders have gone out in the group stage in 4 of the last 5 World Cups.
It's cursed.
It is cursed. In
So
France,
you win it and then you're cursed after that.
I mean, I think most countries would
Hold
take
on,
one.
seriously?
Yeah.
4 of the last 5
Yeah.
times?
France in 2002.
Yeah.
So they've done it themselves. So they know that pain. I mean, you know, Spain have done it, Germany have done it, Italy have done it. So it's I think, you know, teams tend to win the World Cup at the end of a cycle or where their players are at a peak, and then obviously 4 years later, managers are often loyal to the players that won the World Cup, and I think that's kind of what you see.
But France have got some brilliant young players, and of course, the real standout is Kylian Mbappe. I mean, even though he won it last time with France, he's still a really young player, isn't he?
Well, I mean, last World Cup he became the first teenager to score in the final since Pelé, which is pretty good company to be in. I mean, they've got the Ballon d'Or as well. Karim Benzema just, you know.
Yeah, Benzema as well.
I mean, France's squad is insanely good. They you know, on the Opta Win Predictor model, they're the second favourites we've got at the moment. So, yeah, they just look a really, really good team. They've got, and unlike some of the, you know, holders we talked about before, where they are reliant on older players, they have brought through some good youngsters as well. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to get through the group. But, you know, France, if they have got one weakness, it is a bit of, you know, infighting sometimes and the morale. So they're not nailed on, I would say, but they're obviously one of the clear favourites for the tournament.
Yeah, another team that's, you know, I think maybe I'll be going a bit too far to say they're a dark horse, but a team that I feel might surprise a few people in this tournament is Denmark.
Yeah, it got to the semis in the Euros. Yeah, I would have them as a dark horse, to be honest. They've got out of the group stages in 4 of their previous 5 World Cups as well, so they know how to negotiate a World Cup. They've never got past the quarterfinals before. But yeah, I think, you know, Christian Eriksen is playing as well as ever.
It's going to be exciting for him as well, considering, you know, the last big tournament, what happened to him. I mean, his comeback has been amazing, hasn't it?
Incredible, and I think that's going to be one of the stories of the World Cup. So yeah, I think they are, really a decent outside bet, Denmark. Yeah,
talk to us about Tunisia then. I mean, one of the teams that always seem to do well in African football, but have never really hit it on the World Cup scene.
Yeah, it's always that next step. Obviously, they played England last time and nearly got a draw. You know, that would have been.
I was at that game. They did all right.
Yeah, Harry Kane popping up right at the end. They've actually played more games against European teams at World Cups without winning than any other team, and that tends to be the stumbling block for them, which means the fact they're in a group with Denmark and France isn't ideal. So I think, once again, a tidy team, you know, solid, you know, reasonably good defensively, but I just think the 2 European teams are going to have too much.
Yeah. Australia in this group, what can we expect from them? I mean, any chance of them doing anything?
Well, Australia spent a long time trying to get to World Cups, and they've now got to that stage where they pretty much get to every World Cup. You know, they're consistent, but Obviously, they got out of the groups once, back when they played Italy. But yeah, they tend to struggle, and their squad is fairly journeyman heavy, should we say, this time round. We've got someone like Martin Boyle's doing all right at Hibs this season, but I just struggle to see them really, even picking up a win against Tunisia, to be honest. That's going to be quite a close game. So I think of all the groups, this one feels quite sort of set in stone, I'd say.
Yeah, all right, you're saying it's set in stone. And of course, don't forget, you can win $1 million if you can predict all of these groups and beyond in the right order. What's your prediction for it, Duncan, for this group, Group D?
So I've said it's pretty set in stone, but I've gone Denmark first because I just think I think they might sneak a surprise win against France, as France are busy, working out which 11 players are going to be happy enough to get in a team. Then France second, because I think they're just too strong to not get through.
So that's going to go against all your statistics that you've been quoting there.
Not necessarily.
They actually do get out of the group as a team that's won it previously.
Yeah, I think they're too good not to get out this time. I think that's fair enough. But I think, as we know, if coming first or second in a group opens up different paths and different halves of the draw, so that's obviously going to be quite key. So yeah, Denmark first, France second. I've gone Tunisia third, and then Australia fourth.
Okay, I'm going to go for France to win the group because I think once the tournament gets underway, I know with all the infighting and stuff like that, what we've been hearing about, they will turn up. I mean, this could be the tournament for Benzema. And we're all talking about Mbappe, but it will be Benzema down the middle. I think he's going to be getting on the end of a lot of things. So France, Denmark, who I think are a very good side, Tunisia and Australia. So that's what the order of what I'm going at. What are you guys going at? And once again, they can win $1 million. Tell them how.
Yep, just predict each group correctly. First, second, third, fourth, then all the knockout games and the winner, obviously. And then, win $1 million.
Right, and if you want to get involved, all you've got to do is click the link in the description to get involved right now. And as Duncan said, a chance to win yourself $1 million with the Opta 1 million. Listen, don't forget to subscribe here to DR Sports if you want to get more information on how to win that 1 million and also the information on all the groups of the World Cup right here on DR Sports.
Predict the World Cup and win $1 million. For the 2022 World Cup, Opta are offering fans around the world a chance to win $1 million. Simply predict where each team will finish in the group stages, along with the winner of each knockout fixture and overall winners to land the prize. Click the link below to play the Opta 1 million game. Subscribe to DR Sports for the inside track on how to win the 1 million.